Hi guys, Mike back again with another HMS Victory update. I've had a few requests actually for this. I didn't realise the series was so popular. Those of you that follow the series will know that back in August I kind of stopped for a little bit. We've got so the whole series is 120 issues of this magazine from D'Agostini, as you'd know, and this basically here takes you up to issue 60. So the hull's completely done. I'm doing a cutaway for those of you that don't know, which you'd be able to see behind the scenes, as it were, behind the gun ports. All the deck's done. Everything's done from the quarter deck to the poop deck and the gun deck and stuff. So it's all looking really, really nice. You can go back to the previous video 19 of this series to see the deck. I'm not going to get it all down. But I've been busy on the next stage. So those of you that, again, follow the series will know that basically you just get strips of wood of varying sizes, and you do get some specialist parts, stuff like that. Just want to show you this sort of section here. So just bear this in mind, this little section here. This is the fighting top, or what you might know as a crow's nest, basically. So, but like its official term is the fighting top. So if you just remember, this is how it comes. Oops, I've got stuff falling out of that bag. So I mean, it all comes bagged nicely per issue. You know, and you know, you kind of need bits as you go on. So you'll get bits from issue, I don't know, 58, for example, that you don't need yet. So basically, so you've got to keep it all kind of stored, you know, appropriately, so you can find the stuff you need at a later date. So where are we now? We finished issue 60, and again, we've got our binders down here. So each binder holds 20 issues. So we've got 20, 40, 60. That took us up to 3 full binders done. So we're on the 4th binder now, and I think I showed you before, we've got up to issue 80 in here. And I've just received up to and including issue 84. So we've started again on issue 61. Issue 61, we need to make the fighting top. And again, the part I just showed you there, that's a fighting top for another mast. So from issue 61, we start making the main mast, effectively. And this is what you have to do. So you get all of these shaped parts. You make all these things. You make handrails. You have to cut 27 of these ribs to install into the fighting top. You paint it, you have to tie off all the blocks and things. So you go through basically 61, issue 62, you start making the mast itself. To cut all the wood, basically you get round wooden dowels like this. So of different diameters, and basically you have to shape it, you cut it, you have to turn this round wooden dowel into a square at points. So we do that so it fits into the fighting top. You have to bind it, you wrap thread, you get lots of thread, and you bind it. So I mean, lots of things to do. So you end up with something that looks like this. This is the end of issue 62. Then issue 63, you continue. Each mast is made of 3 sections. So you've got a lower mast, then the middle section, and the top mast, and then the gallant pole, the top of the mast. So again, you make all of these bits, these cross trees to hold the mast in. Again, shaping masts. And then you end up with something like this. So this is our main mast, the lower main mast, and our first fighting top. Then you've got this next section going up to the top mast, and then issue 64, which we've just finished. We've just finished issue 64, and you make the top gallant mast, basically, which is the very top of the mast, which is this bit here. You have to tie off blocks, make all these blocks, tie them all up, and there we go. Those of you, again, that are following this series will know that I'm doing a painted version of Victory, and it's going to be black and yellow. I mean, I know they've stripped it down and it's kind of black and peach, I think, now. But anyway, I'm going for the black and yellow colours. Just as an aside, you do get the plans for the main mast. So you get main mast plans, foremast plans, and mizzen mast plans. The mizzen mast is at the aft of the ship. And basically you get these full scale for the model anyway, plans. And it tells you what you need to do. So it gives you all the measurements. So this dowel needs to be 10 mil here. And you need to flatten off an end or a side here. And you need to flatten off sides here, and then this top bit needs to be square and about 8 mil around, and then this very top section needs to be 5 mil around. So you need to carve all of this out of one dowel, and then your main mast will look like that effectively. At the very end you get all of the blocks and fittings, you know, so it's really good, to be fair. It's yeah, really involved and interesting. And then you get the main mast plan and the main top gallant pole mast for that. And then when you finish the mast, you have to start building the main mast yards, which this is what I'm about to start. So you start off with a 7 mil dowel on this plan, and then you see you've got to taper it down. You have to build it up. You have to tie off all the blocks. There's loads to do, and basically these are the components to do that. So you just get bits of wood, bits of dowel. You get all of the little blocks and thread to do it. You get some brass wire to do some bindings, some specialist metal components, and basically that's it. So you start with that and you make that. So I will show you the mast. This is the main mast now. Main mast for HMS Victory. We've effectively finished it. So I've just got it in a clamp just to hold it up right. It's all completely done. So it's going to be probably difficult to see it. So yeah, we've painted it yellow. I haven't painted this bottom section because this bottom section will actually be in the ship. But we've painted it. These are all of our, let's get some focus, all of our bindings. We've got all of our blocks tied off. We had to carve all these and install them. There's our fighting top with all of those ribs that I spoke about, all individually carved. We've got our handrail there. Then we've got our main topmast going up to the cross trees. All of these blocks tied off. So it's all really intricate, all very fiddly, but really good fun actually. It's had a quite a good time building this. It's taken about 2 weeks. All in all. So there we go, there's the main top mast, and then we've got our top gallant pole there. All of this shaped, all of this built up. Another one there as a kind of, you build this up and make it kind of fan out. So that's the main, all of this again tied off and sorted out. Needs a bit of a hoover actually, because you kind of build it as you go and paint it as you go. So yeah, that's so we can get so it's pretty big, to the point where it won't, with the Victory on that shelf, the mast is too tall. It hits the ceiling, so I can't put the mast in the ship. But I will get the ship down actually, and I'm going to put the mast in the ships just so you can see. So I'll be back in a sec. Okay guys, we're back. Oh, well, there we go. You don't have to go back to video 19 to see the deck, because I've just got the ship down and we're going to have a look. So there's the deck, all done and sanded and varnished. We've got our interior down there with all of our cannons. And again, I've gone into a bit more detail in this in the previous video. And we've got the quarter deck and the poop deck, the ship's wheel, the captain's cabins back there. So it's all looking pretty nice. But then the mast. So we need to come back. So there's the mast installed. And there we go. That's the main mast for the Victory. It's huge. So again, I mean, we've got a forward mast going into this hole here, and a mizzen mast going into this hole up on the poop deck. And they're all built the same. They're all the same. They've got a lower mast, a top mast, and a gallant pole. And then they've all got yard arms effectively to hold the sails. So each level of mast has got a yard arm basically. So there's 3 masts in total. I'll have to make 9 mast yards 3 for each. So, and the construction of each one is virtually the same. The forward mast is a little bit smaller than the main mast, as you'd expect, and the mizzen mast is smaller again. And then all the yard arms then are going to be smaller as you go between masts and up. So the main yard for the main mast is this one here on this level is going to be the biggest yard arm, which is this one here. I don't know how they attach, to be fair, but yeah, there we go. There's our HMS, there's our Victory. It's a bit wonky. There we go. But yeah, looking really cool. I mean, it's fantastic. Anyway, that's it. So I'm up to issue 64. I'm 20 issues behind. Like I said, I've got up to and including issue 84 at the moment. So yeah, 20 issues behind. But I'm going to keep it all out. Actually, I'm really enjoying building this at the moment. So I want to get up to do a few more issues. Like I say, this next issue is making the main yard, and then I mean basically that's it. So you just follow these instructions over 4 pages, and then you end up with your main yard, and that's it. The instructions, just as a kind of, not a warning, but just so you know, I think it's quite amusing that you kind of do develop your skills as you go. Like this one here, this section here, you need to mark this section on the guide, on the plans, and basically you need to. It says take the 7mm diameter dowel, mark the positions of the thick octagonal reinforcement in the centre of the section of the yard. The dowel is supplied over length, leave an equal overhang on each end, and only cut it to length after tapering the spar. And then basically all it tells you is carve an octagonal section that's 6mm in diameter, and that's basically all it says. But previously, in the previous issues, it shows you how to do it. But then as you get on, it will just say between these points, carve an octagon. From this point to this point, carve a square. You know, so it's quite funny that, you know, the instructions get less and less, but it has already shown you how to do it in previous issues. But this is why it seems like, you know, it's only kind of 4 pages and a few pictures to get from this to the main yard, which is going to look like this, but mine will be black. Oh yeah, there we go. That's what mine will look like, hopefully. So yeah, that's it. It's yeah, really good. Thank you for all the support, guys. I appreciate your kind comments and following this series. I'm really enjoying it, and I know, like I say, I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but yeah, really liking it, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Cheers, guys.